The Eagles are soaring here in Boca Raton. Welcome to halftime as St. John Paul is dominating 21-0 over Pompano Beach midway through tonight's contest. Thank you for joining us all evening long here on ASN. I'm Ian Hess. Let's give you the first half highlights, and it didn't take long for us to get our very first one going. In fact, the first play of the game, Ryan Risk over the top to Jonathan Cook. They started on their own 20. 53 yards later, they were inside the 30-yard line and looking to put the dagger into Pompano Beach right out of the get-go. Unfortunately, that drive stalls. But what do they follow up with? Well, how about a pick six? Maurice Clark on the very next possession. Pompano with the ball, trying to get out of the shadow of their own end zone, and Clark comes up with a pick six to give St. John Paul a 7-0 lead. They would double that just a few minutes later when again Risk hits a long pass, this time finding the end zone 40 yards to the aforementioned Maurice Clark. He gets his second touchdown of the evening, and it's 14-0 St. John Paul. That lead would hold through the end of the first quarter. In the second quarter, St. John Paul would look to add to that after getting the second interception off of Pompano Beach quarterback Logan Good. It was Risk looking maybe to find his namesake a little too much. An errant throw into the end zone gets picked off, one of two interceptions that he threw in this first half, and St. John Paul would be stalled yet again. But they would get the last laugh right before the end of the half. About midway through the second quarter, Risk his second touchdown pass of the first half. This time, another bomb over the top of the defense to Joseph Farley, 59 yards, and we end up with a 21-0 lead for the Eagles here at halftime. It should be a very exciting second half to come. Can Pompano Beach get back in it? They've been very successful with their ground game. Can they afford to go to it for this second half? Down 3 touchdowns, and will St. John Paul keep continuing this aerial attack that has been so successful for the first 24 minutes? We hope that you stay with us all evening long for updates here on ASN. I'm Ian Hest. Again, your halftime score, St. John Paul 21, Pompano Beach, nothing.